Control of external forces is an illusion. The sooner one realizes this, the greater the potential for a better life. The ego deceives us into believing we can manage circumstances outside ourselves. But the only true control we have is inward, over our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Yes, there are moments when failure is outside our hands, when circumstances simply don't align. Those are meant to be lessons, teaching us how to pivot, adjust, and grow. But then there's something darker, something most people experience at some point, whether as the victim or the cause: self-destruction. It's the cruelest downfall because it's entirely self-inflicted. No one to blame, just your own decisions, your own impulses, your own sabotage. The collateral damage is real: innocent lives, family, friends, and loved ones caught in the blast radius of your implosion. I know, I've lived it. I've built or nearly built a successful life 5 times, and I've destroyed it 5 times. Every single time the damage was self-inflicted. Each time I told myself the lie that I was outgrowing my situation, that something better was calling me. In reality, I was chasing selfish desires. I broke hearts along the way, but none of that compares to my final, most catastrophic downfall. I had it all: a decade-long marriage, 2 beautiful sons, a loving wife who never asked about my past because she lived in the present. I had a college degree, a promising career, a house, cars, financial stability, and a reputation as a good father. I had joy, I had peace, but I also had a craving for spontaneity, that primal spark that fades in the rhythm of responsibility. As a Scorpio man, spontaneity anchors me, it keeps me grounded. When it faded, I failed to replace it with something healthy. I went outside my marriage, justified it by telling myself I was never absent from my family, and that I deserved a little mischief for all the good I did. Ego, entitlement, lies. Karma gave me warnings, subtle at first, then louder. I ignored them all. And karma, when ignored long enough, comes back like a wrecking ball, especially when the people you hurt are pure-hearted, those who loved you without conditions. That betrayal cuts deepest. One night, one reckless choice, one door I should have never walked through. That's all it took. My entire world collapsed. Everything I cherished, everything I'd built, gone. 4 lives shattered. The ripple effects reached others too. What remained was pain, trauma, and the hell I created with my own hands. Heaven and hell aren't places, they're states of mind. I created my own hell on earth and had to walk through it. I faced every demon, from childhood trauma to my present failures, and somewhere in that darkness, I found my spiritual self. I began to heal. I asked for forgiveness from those I hurt. Some offered it, some didn't, but that wasn't true closure. That was still my ego needing validation. The real turning point came when I forgave myself. I stopped beating myself up. I stopped living in the past. I forgave the man I was and made room for the man I could become. That was the beginning of true healing. I unlocked dormant parts of myself. I aligned with my higher self. I no longer serve the ego. I serve love, peace, and truth. I can apologize with no expectations. I can forgive without keeping score. I am not perfect, but I am better. I am changed. You don't need religion to be reborn. You don't need a middleman to speak to the Creator. I didn't. And yes, I am enlightened. I see the world differently. I love differently. I live differently. I've become the man my wife and sons deserved all along. It's tragic that it took losing everything to find clarity. But if my story can help even one person recognize the warning signs before it's too late, then my path wasn't in vain. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share for more content from the 8th house.